Rowan Atkinson has had a storied career on TV and film. His success has spanned several decades, making him a comedy legend. Let's take a look at his 5 best roles. The character Johnny English originally started in some 1990s Barclaycard adverts, although under the unremarkable name Richard Latham. Johnny is a secret British agent under the fictional MI7 and sees himself as a James Bond-like spy, but is actually reckless, clumsy and idiotic. A trilogy of films were made, with the first, Johnny English, released in 2003, then Reborn in 2011, and finally Strikes Again in 2018. Although a commercial success, the movies were not always critical ones, largely because of the tame and predictable writing. Still, they are some of Rowan's biggest movie roles that showcased his versatility to a worldwide audience. The show that early on brought nationwide awareness of Rowan's considerable comic genius was not the 9 o'clock news. This iconic sketch show ran for 3 years from 1979 and also featured the incredible talents of Griff Rhys-Jones, Mel Smith, Palmer Stevenson and Chris Langham. Meanwhile, John Lloyd, who later worked with Rowan on Blackadder, was the producer. The comedy was a real alternative to other shows at the time, presenting a humorous and surreal observation of the world's news and current events. One of Rowan's most famous sketches featured him playing a gorilla, sitting next to his captor for a live TV interview.
When I caught Gerald in '68, he was completely wild.
Wild? I was absolutely livid.
By 1995, Rowan was a British comedy icon, but he cemented his legendary status by again working with renowned writer Ben Elton for his 2-series police sitcom The Thin Blue Line. Rowan led as Inspector Raymond Fowler, the character who devotes his life to the Force and the Crown, often to the detriment of his marriage.
What's the matter?
Nothing, really, it's nothing.
Oh, that's all right then.
Rowan excelled in his role, hilariously playing a character that can be as uptight and stubborn as Blackadder, but on occasion has some of the physicality of Mr. Bean. Some of the characters feel a little two-dimensional for today's standards, but Atkinson was as marvellous as ever.
Would you prefer sex, Constable Habib, if it was quick and easy?
A role that he's undoubtedly best known for, and that pushed him to worldwide recognition, is the character Mr. Bean. In typical British comedy fashion, the sitcom Mr. Bean didn't run for many episodes, only 15 to be precise. But Rowan's troubled, mischievous, mostly mute character became an icon that has made Atkinson's face known to almost anyone, almost anywhere. In fact, in many countries, more people see him as the character than the real man who plays him. Rowan's physical performances as Mr. Bean are unmatched by any other comedian, from his body language to the incredible facial expressions. As well as the sitcom and its sketches, which are still enjoyed today, there are 2 Mr. Bean movies and a more recent animated series also voiced by Rowan. Rowan's best role, although not his most famous, is probably the most loved in Britain, and that is Blackadder.
That it be!
Yes, it is, not that it be.
Once voted in the UK as the 3rd greatest TV character, the Blackadder dynasty spans several generations, popping up in key times of British history, from the Elizabethan period to the First World War, as shown in the 4 Blackadder series and 2 extra-length specials. Atkinson's Blackadder is often arrogant, conniving and devious, but he's more a likeable anti-hero than a villain. In the first series, Raymond demonstrated fantastic physical performances, but the script and plot, which he co-wrote with Richard Curtis, were not on par with the 3 series and 2 specials that followed with the addition of Ben Elton.
He's mad! He's madder than Mad Jack McMad, the winner of last year's Mr. Madman competition.
You can learn more by watching our Story of Blackadder series, or find more videos on the channel page. Also, drop a comment to share your favourite Rowan Atkinson roles, and see if you agree with this list. Thanks for watching and cheerio!